I don't know. I've lost words. Hey everybody, and welcome back to Lindsay's Little Library. I've got a little bit of a book haul. We're gonna call it the end of summer book haul because I don't really remember the last time I did one. And this is really gonna be pretty much the last one for a while. I'm doing a project that I can't wait to share with you guys, but I need to stop buying books to kind of help out that project. So we'll see where it goes. I'm really hopeful that I just can't do it. So I've got a few piles here. I'll bring you up to date on what I've gotten in my Book of the Month Club box, my little trip to Barnes & Noble, little half-price books, and a few things from Bookish First. So let's start with the books I got, the ARCs that I got from Bookish First. I am super excited that I'm part of bookishfirst.com. It is an amazing website where you get a little sneak peek every Monday of a new up-and-coming book that's going to be published, usually in the next few months. You read your kind of first, I think it gives you like the first 5-ish chapters, I don't know, sometimes up to 50 pages worth. You read through that and you leave your first impression, and you kind of get your name put in a drawing for who is going to get an ARC of that book. And if you don't like the first little snippet, you don't have to have your name put in, but I've really been liking the books they've been picking lately, and I've been lucky enough to get 2 of them. So the first one I got, which I'm so excited for, is Diane Chamberlain's The Dream Daughter. So excited. It comes with this little flap here, but that's what it looks like. It's Diane Chamberlain. I try not to read too much into hers beforehand, but this first blurb got me, and it says, "To my daughter, you don't know me yet. You don't know how long I've wanted you and longed for you. You may never know me. I don't know if I can find my way back to you, and if I do, I might be nothing but a stranger to you. But there's one thing that will never change. I will always be your mother." So what happened that she can't keep her daughter? Where is she going? Why is she hiding? Oh, it sounds so good. But this is on sale October 2nd, so I'm hopefully going to get to this one fairly soon. The next one I got goes on sale on October of this year. It's called The Brilliant Death by Amy Rose Capetta. This one is a fantasy. And it says, a daughter torn between loyalty to her family and owning her power. A debonair orphan with a gift for shape-shifting. Oh yeah, this was the one. This was, so she's the daughter, like, her dad is somewhat prominent in this city, and she's kind of groomed to come to kind of take his place. But she meets somebody when she's out, she takes a walk or something like that, and he's a shapeshifter, so he comes to her in a number of different forms, but it's always the same person. But it sounds really interesting. Again, I'm kind of getting into the fantasy genre again. I've been liking it. So all right, let's go with I stopped at Goodwill one day, and I ended up finding a copy of Ken Follett's The Pillars of the Earth. I don't own this yet. This book scares the bejesus out of me, but I can't, all I hear is really great things about it, so I picked it up. No promises as to when I'm actually going to get to it though. We'll see. So the next book I picked up from Half Price Books, it is The House at Riverton by Kate Morton. I've been loving Kate Morton lately. I think I've read 2 or 3 of her books, and I wholeheartedly enjoy the dual time perspectives. There's usually 2 main characters involved. There's some secret from the past. It just sounds fantastic. So this follows the life of Grace Bradley in the 1920s as she's a servant for the Riverton house. And during a party in that summer, a poet shoots himself, and the only witnesses are the daughters of this family, and only them and Grace know the dark truth. Many years later, when Grace is living her last days in a nursing home, she receives a visit from a young director making a film about the events from that summer, and she's kind of taken back to what happened, and I'm sure secrets will be revealed. It's going to be delightful and wonderful, and I love these editions, so I couldn't help myself but pick this up. All right, the next one is I made a little trip to Barnes & Noble. What did we do? Oh, it was prior to a work event, and so my really good friend at work, Becky, her and I decided, hey, we're gonna meet at Barnes & Noble for some breakfast and some coffee and do this before we had to be where we were supposed to be, and just kind of browse. And so, of course, I always take a look at the table that's the buy 2 get the 3rd free, so I picked up 3 books from there. I picked up Manhattan Beach by Jennifer Egan. This was one of my try it before you buy it videos, and I just can't stop thinking about this book, and I had to pick it up. Again, follows Anna Kerrigan, who just loves her father, and I believe goes with him as he visits a friend at some point in time. And she notes that he was a very interesting man where they went, but kind of forgot about him a little bit. But her father ends up disappearing. This is set during World War II. There's a connection between this man and her father's disappearance, and then what she does. It just sounds fantastic, so I picked that up. The next book I picked up, of course, is Bert Marie Was Here by Frederick Bachman. I've been loving Frederick Bachman lately and been wanting to read more of his work. I've heard this is a really, really great book. I've heard Bert Marie is a little odd, and that's about all I know about it, but picked that up. It was on the table, so I had to. The last one I picked up off that table is something that I've never heard of this book before, but it really had me intrigued. It says, I'm Thinking of Ending Things by Anne Reed. And on the back, what made me pick this up, it says, you will be scared, but you don't know why, or you won't know why. I don't know. I read that, and that's all that I just had to pick up the book. So I have no clue. If you've read this, let me know. But I figured it's short. It has me intrigued. I'm definitely interested. It's a thriller, so I don't want to know more about it. I don't want to set myself up to find something out that I shouldn't know already, so I just grabbed it. We'll see what happens. And then the last book I picked up, again, was kind of a cover buy for me because it's really kind of pretty. But it is Gone by Mo Hayder. I don't know much about it other than a girl who is 11 years old is in the backseat of a car, and the car is stolen. It says it's a Jack Caffrey thriller. This detective is just kind of going through his thing, thinking it's a random carjacking, when he kind of figures out that it's not, and she was really a target. So it sounds good. It's one of those like heavy paperbacks. Like there's like some bulk to this. I don't know. Everything about this book just said buy me, so I did. All right, the last one is the last few months worth of Book of the Month Club. So for August, I picked up The Dinner List by Rebecca Searle. I believe the premise of this, if you could pick 5 people, living or dead, that you could have for dinner, who would it be? And this is kind of the story of Sabrina and the 5 unexpected guests that she has on her dinner list. It sounds really interesting. It's definitely one of those like icebreaker questions that I bring up a lot in the job that I do. So it just really had me intrigued, and that's what I picked. And then for July, I don't remember which one was my pick, but I picked up a couple extra ones because I just kept thinking about them and wanted them. So I believe this was my pick for July, The Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This is the author of The Final Girls. I really enjoyed The Final Girls and definitely want to learn more about, or want more from him as an author. So I'm really excited about that. Again, it's a psychological thriller or thriller. I don't want to know more about it, so I don't know about it. The Summer Wives by Beatrice Williams. This was one that I had done a first impression for Bookish First, and I did not win that book, but I can't stop thinking about it and what I read, so I had to pick it up through Book of the Month. This follows a family. So there's Miranda, and it kind of follows the after effects of World War II. And so a lot of our soldiers passed away or were killed in World War II, and this follows kind of what happens from that. So there's a lot of women that were left widowed, and a lot of them got remarried and moved on from there. So this follows the story of one of them. And then the last one, because again, I can't stop hearing great things about this, I picked up The Kids Quotient by Helen Hoy. This follows Stella. I believe, does she have Asperger's? She does have Asperger's. So she hires a male escort to kind of teach her the rules of love, pretty much. So again, I've heard really, really great things about this. I read The Hating Game this last year and have really fallen back in love with that chick-lit, just easy read romance type book. So we're gonna go with that and pick it up. And that's it. That's everything that I've bought at the end of summer. Again, this is done. Well, I did kind of just celebrate my birthday, and there's might be some money burning a hole in my pocket that my mom like basically said you are only allowed to spend this on yourself, so maybe I'll buy a few bucks. But I will definitely share them with that. I will definitely share those with you as soon as I get them. But as far as big book hauls, this is it until my little project comes to completion at the end of this year, which definitely stay tuned for that. I'm super excited about it. But let me know what are some books you've picked up lately. We can chat in the comments below. Otherwise, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.